throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Foster. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll hand off to Foster. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And his first carry, he loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. 1st and goal, Foster. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Now the try here for the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Dixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jayon Brown. coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Uses the stiff arm. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on his rhythm.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Handoff to Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Set! 319! 319!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jayon Brown in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And an alley to run to the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. The Bucs on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And Stills over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I
them
was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No gain on the play there, second down. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Oh, the spin. Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On first, they go right back to Howard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
56. Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big run by the big man Fournette. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Foster. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long
Detroit,
after the hold.
Detroit. Set. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! Watching that, Barney!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's set. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jayon Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ken Crowley. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They're moving the ball on this drive through the air, so getting a little handsy on defense.
When you can't get the pass rush that you really want, you have to tighten down the coverage in the secondary. On that play, it was too tight, and a penalty flag came out.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jaguars, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.